Malice. Like, the husband has degree. The husband has degree in malice keeping. And I'm like, hey, I cannot survive, or I can't survive that kind of environment. She said, yes, the man he has degree. Like, it doesn't move him at all. And I said, this is one of the weapons the enemy uses in marriages. Fine. If you're coming across my beautiful face for the first time, my name is Kate, your baby girl, and this is one of our channels. In fact, this is one of our baby channel. We just bettered it, and it's just for family friendly topics. Like, we get to rub minds together, talk about home, parenting, family, and vlog, so you get to see myself and my family too. So if it's something you like, because I know you will like it, correct gist day. Correct gist fill this house, okay? Please bear with me. We just got back from church and I'm just trying to cook and put something in my tummy, but I hope everyone is fine. So today I wanted us to just talk about something right quick, and it is called the weapon called the negative weapon called malice in marriage. See, so I was talking with someone, right, and I don't know how we dabble the truth. I don't even know how we got, but you know that, you know, woman to woman gist, okay, the healthy gossip, you know, sometimes we get to talk about many issues. And I got talking with her, and I don't know how we, you know, we drifted or we entered. I think it was, in fact, a divine connection, because that bettered this topic, that bettered why I am talking about this today. And we got talking, and for some reason we dabbled into, you know, some of the challenges in marriages, and we are sharing. And she said, one of, you know, the husband is such a sweet man, the husband is a nice man, but anytime they have misunderstanding, that the husband can keep malice for Africa. Like, he has degree, he has PhD, it doesn't move him. And he said over time that has really drifted, that has really affected their relationship. It's affected how they bond, you know, it's affected how they used to be so close and enjoy each other's company. And you know, when she got talking, you could even hear, even without seeing her, this was a phone conversation, but even without seeing her face, I could tell from her voice that she wasn't happy, and that everything she was telling me meant so much to her. She felt it. You know, by the way, I have her permission, because I told her I was going to share it on my platform. And you know, it just brought me to pondering on that weapon, that negative weapon called malice. Okay, if you have a spouse, or you have a partner, or you have someone you're dating, and I tell you, this person is very comfortable when it comes to malice. Whenever you guys have disagreement, you know, the person, he or she is very comfortable. This is not even a gender thing. He or she is very comfortable in his space, you know, without you. Or she is always very comfortable in her space without you. There is a problem. That is a marriage that will endure. It's not a marriage that will be enjoyed. It's a marriage that we endure. So I dare to say this, that please, for those who are already in marriage and are encountering or experiencing such, you have to intentionally pray it out of your marriage. You have to intentionally, if you encounter such traits, okay, you have to intentionally pray it out of your marriage. Because guess what? That is one tool the enemy uses to drift couples apart, and then he will strike. Because what he does is, in that process of you keeping malice, of course you're very comfortable in yourself, and then the enemy will have opportunity to begin to sow seed. The enemy will have opportunity to begin to market a lot of things to you. Okay, the enemy will have opportunity to market a lot of things to you, and that situation can never be resolved, because can two work together except they agree? You have to come together, talk about the situation, and arrive at something. So long as you guys do not have such opportunity, so long as you don't have such opportunity where you come back, because she said, now this is what she said. She said that it gets to a point, because she doesn't have that, she's never comfortable in that kind of situation. She ends up, whether she's wrong or right, she ends up going to beg the husband. And the reason why she wants to beg the husband is because she already is tired, drained from, you know, your loved one, your lover, your husband, your friend, your partner, the person you virtually do everything with. I said, Father, I give you all the glory, because I am somebody that over time, my husband is more or less, you know, the closest I have. He's my best friend. He's the one I share everything with before I even call any other person. So you can imagine having such friend or having such close bond with your husband, and you have a disagreement and you're not able to run to him, you're not able to share anything, you're not able to share your worries, you're not able to share that vision, because you know you guys had a disagreement. So, and she said over time she got used to the fact that, in fact, first of all, she got tired of always being the one to go beg, and the husband knows. Okay, so this is a man who is very, very comfortable with keeping malice, right? Now he knows the wife's weak point, and that the wife's weak point is the fact that she cannot stand that kind of environment. That environment is too tensed for her. So she just, you know, just for peace sake, or just because she wants somebody that she can always relate with again, she ends up going there to apologize, to beg, to tell him to forgive, to move on, to forgive. And that a lot has enabled a lot of bad behaviors, because some of the things that, you know, she necessarily will complain about, and she expects the man to change, and then all of a sudden he gets angry and then withdraws to himself. You know, it has enabled a lot of bad behavior, enabled a lot of things that should have been resolved, and it is not. And because it is not resolved, it's just swept under the carpet, and it's there, and once in a while it comes up. So their marriage is just, you know, 1 minute they are happy, another minute they are aware, another minute she says she's already tired. She is tired. Now this is just one little thing. She said aside that the man is a sweet man, aside that the man is a kind man, but this idea of just having disagreement and not humbling yourself to just have that dialogue, to resolve it, to talk about it. If the person is wrong, oh, I am wrong, okay, I didn't see it from that light, I am sorry. Or so because it has it's something that, you know, was not tackled or has not been tackled, it has enabled a lot of things, and it has birthed a full-blown, you know, I'm not going to call it something else, a big another thing altogether, and that has really strained their relationship, you know, and now the relationship is now headed to something else. Now, having said that, please, if you have a spouse who is very, very good, or who is very, very comfortable with keeping malice, you see this home, I want to give God the glory, because the both of us, Hubby and I, okay, Hubby and I are very, very intentional. We don't take anything for granted. We are very, very intentional about our relationship, and we are very, very intentional about our well-being, and we are also very, very intentional about the environment that we want to bring our children in, and what we want to see our children, what we want them to see, and how we want them to grow, and how we want them to perceive us. We are not perfect people, but we also acknowledge that if there is any issue, we have to trash it immediately. So this is what we do. And from the moment we met ourselves and decided to get married, there were a lot of things that we had to sit down and really talk about it. And let me share one of the things is that whatever is that misunderstanding, whatever is that disagreement, we must resolve it. It has to be resolved. It's not going to go past a day or two, at most 2 days. It has to be resolved. Once it begins to linger to the third day, it has become a prayer point. We both know that it has become a prayer point, but it has to be resolved. No one shies away from the fact that there is an elephant in the house that needs to be talked about, that there is an elephant in the house, there is an energy that the both of us do not want, and we want it out of the house. So one of the things we do is, whenever we have any misunderstanding, right, no matter how we get angry with each other, nobody leaves the room. When I say nobody leaves the room, you know how couples, misunderstand each other, and it will get to the point where they say they want to sleep apart. One will just move his or her stuff to an extra room in the house, or they will decide to sleep in the living room or whatever. No, nobody sleeps in the living. We all sleep in that room. We all sleep in that room. The only difference is we may not be talking to ourselves, okay, or we go just carry body, but we are all in that room. And it facilitates healing, because here is the thing, for hubby and I, whenever we have that disagreement, now we know that the disagreement has nothing to do, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the love we have for ourselves. So we still look out for our well-being, okay? Number two, we know that that situation has to be resolved because something brought it up. And if it is not resolved, we know that it is still going to come up. So as we are there, as we are in the room, as we sleep, the first day, everybody will just be packing, you just lay on your side. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't come and be forming like I am the only one that does it, okay? But anyway, that first time, everybody will be sleeping on their sides, right? But that second day, in fact, if the situation is not even serious, by that night or whatever, anyhow, in fact, you will fling your hand or you will fling your leg, hoping that somehow, that is us. And that is because of how tight we are, how connected we are. So even when we disagree, once it's gone past 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, we become very uncomfortable. So if you disagree to the point that you're so comfortable and you're not missing the person, you are not missing the person's company, there is a problem, and you have to just tackle it. You have to iron it. You have to talk about it. You have to take steps, intentional steps to knock that kind of attitude out. So even in our disagreements, we still miss each other. And so because we miss each other in that room, yes, we'll just be carrying body, but again, we know that, can we talk about it? No, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, no wahala. By the second day, can we talk? Before, by the second day, everybody is restless. Everyone is restless. You're on the bed, you cannot sleep. I'm telling you about us. We are not able to sleep. We know that the other person is not. So we both know. We know the truth. But the thing is, who is to make the first move? I think that is where, but eventually, regardless of who makes the first move, sometimes I do, sometimes hubby do, depending on whoever came with, whoever realizes that they are wrong, will always make the first move. Or whoever is learned, or whoever, but eventually we make the move. Maybe we start by texting, or and then we say we have to find a way to resolve it, and eventually it gets resolved. But here is the bottom line. The bottom line is that we miss each other's company. The bottom line is we do not agree. We both do not agree with how everything is going, and that is the fact that we are not able to gist, we are not able to play, we are not able to eat together, we are not able to share our worries, we are not able to share our happy moments, we are not able to do those things, and we miss them, and we truly miss them. So we make intentional steps. We take intentional steps to resolve it, and it has really helped. It has really helped. One, we look out for each other. Secondly, we have made it's a law that if we have any issues, it must be resolved. Thirdly, we don't keep malice. No, we will not keep malice. Nobody leaves nobody leaves the house. You know, when I say nobody leaves the house, it doesn't mean that we don't go to work. But what I'm saying is, you know how people just move out. You know, I want my space. I want to clear my head. You're not clearing your head. We are both going to clear that head together. Because you cannot clear your head and leave me there. So we have to both clear our heads together. Something happened a few days ago. And hubby was asking me, what is going on? Did I do anything wrong? And I said, no. I needed to clear my head. And it was that point he got really angry. He was not angry at first, so it was the fact that I told him, no, I don't want to share it with you. I really want to clear my head. The guy was like, you want to what? You want to what? Look, we need to talk about it because I can't sleep. You're here, you're not happy. You are obviously not happy. And I don't know what I did. Let us talk about it. If I want to apologize, I will have to apologize. But I want to sleep. So this is him. But somebody else will say, you know what? And at that point, I was like, no. You know, I felt for him because I was like, no, this is someone who really loves you. And this is someone who really wants you to be happy. And he wants to be sure that he's not the reason. Even if he's not the reason, he still wants to be, at that point, he still wants to be there for you. He wants you people to talk about it so that he will go and sleep peacefully. And he also wants you to sleep peacefully. Because I couldn't sleep. I just sat in bed, you know, playing with my phone, and he was like, you know, can we talk about it? Did I do anything wrong? What is it? I told him no. I just wanted time to clear my head. That something was bothering me, but I wanted time to clear my head. And he was, you know, so we talked about it, and eventually we slept off. You know, so yeah, whatever you do, one weapon is the weapon of malice. Don't ever let it thrive in your home. Don't ever let it. You know, don't enable it, because it gives birth to other things. And as it gives birth to other things, you just see your relationship just drifting apart. And yeah, share with me and let me know. I just thought, you know, I should just bring it up and let us rub minds together. But share your experience with me. I also want to learn, how do you cope with, you know, do you have a spouse who likes to keep malice, who does not like to resolve issues? How are you able to cope? You know, what steps do you take? And then if you have issues, how do you resolve it? I want to hear. And this is Kate, your baby girl. Are you following us on all our platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, and of channel on YouTube channel? We have 3 channels. Okay, we have our family entertainment comedy, which is Kate, which is Igodo Family TV, and then of course I have my music channel, Kate Igodo Music, and on Facebook we are also very big there. So follow us on all our platforms, and depending on what you want, we got you. I love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Your home is blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. Let me eat my yogurt. Angelo.